Although I love my luxury skincare products, when luxury fails me, I say screw it and I do it myself for half the price. In this video, I'm going to show you how to make my all-natural, all-in-one toner that I've been making since 2012. It fights acne, soothes irritation and inflammation, it hydrates, it can even be used all over your body to fight sunburn, bug bites, or diaper rash. And it's so easy, my 5-year-old can make it. This has been one of my go-to products for the past 13 years. I'm gonna show you how you can make it at home and how you can customize it for your skin type. So let's get started. All right, guys, this is so ridiculously easy. You're gonna be kicking yourself for not thinking of it sooner, but there's only 2 ingredients, witch hazel and lavender hydrosol. Now, the most important thing for you to remember is that the witch hazel cannot be bought in the store. So if you go to like a CVS or a Walgreens or a Walmart and you see witch hazel, don't buy it, not the same thing. When you have a hydrosol like that, you have to preserve it. And unfortunately in the stores, what they're selling you is witch hazel preserved with 15% alcohol. That is why a lot of people think that witch hazel can be irritating and drying to your skin because it's 15% alcohol. Not only does that dry out your skin, but it can actually make acne and wrinkles worse. This witch hazel is preserved with lucidal liquid, which is an all-natural alternative to synthetic preservatives. It's also on the Whole Foods acceptable premium preservative list, and it's approved for certified organic products. It's only used at a ratio of 2 to 4% of the entire formula. So that means 96 to 98% of what's in this jar is witch hazel. Pure witch hazel. All right, guys, I completely forgot to mention where you can buy the witch hazel and the lavender hydrosol at. I know you're probably lost right now, wondering where the heck you're gonna get this witch hazel that you can't get at CVS or Walgreens. So in the description, I'm gonna put several websites where you can get both products from. These are not affiliated, sponsored links or anything like that. These are actually just the places that I really like buying my skincare ingredients from. They have tons of other stuff on there too, so you can kind of look around and see what you like, but they're all great. So just shop around a little bit and decide which one you think would be better for you. So that's it. Now, how I make this at home is I usually mix 3/4 witch hazel with 1/4 lavender, but you may want to adjust the ratios based on your skin type. If you're planning on making a toner like this and selling it, you do want to make sure you're actually measuring and getting the exact same amount in each bottle. For example, if you're measuring this on a scale and you want 100 grams of product, it would be like 75 grams to 25 grams. But for me, making it at home in the kitchen, it's close enough. I really don't need to measure it. I'm gonna get into the specifics about what each one of these does, but long story short, if you have oily skin, you're gonna wanna stick with the 3/4 witch hazel and the 1/4 lavender. If you have normal skin, you might wanna do a 50-50 ratio. If you have dry skin, I would try the 50-50 ratio just to see how it turns out. But if your skin is super dry, it's possible you might wanna switch the formula that I'm doing and do 75% lavender and 25% witch hazel. Witch hazel is the astringent, but it's not drying at all. Witch hazel is fantastic because not only does it fight acne and inflammation and irritation, but it controls oil production, it actually minimizes your pores, and it even fights eczema. So if you can, the more acne you have, the more witch hazel you're gonna want in your product. Witch hazel also soothes sunburns, minor bug bites, rashes, pretty much any issue you have on your skin, you can use the witch hazel hydrosol directly on your skin. So lavender is amazing in itself. Not only is it soothing and calming to your skin and to your senses, but lavender can actually balance out your skin tone and soften up some of that acne scarring. On top of that, it is an amazing way to get makeup off in the evening. I don't know about you guys, but when I take off my makeup in the evening, I feel like the cleansers are never good enough. They just leave some product behind. But this toner right here will take every last bit off. You would be surprised. This toner will still find some leftover makeup to take off your face. It's truly amazing. So I normally do my regular routine of trying to wipe off the bulk of my makeup, but then I'll use a cotton ball with this toner to clean the rest of my face, and the entire cotton ball looks like foundation. Now, how I make it is I usually just take a little spray bottle and mix it in here. I've been putting it in this cheap little spray bottle, basically because it's cheap and I had it lying around. But I do like putting it in this bottle because then you can use it easier all over your body. This is great if you have a sunburn or your kids have diaper rash or a bug bite. You can just spray this wherever that affected area is and it'll help soothe it and calm it. When I use it at night, I just take the lid off and I use a cotton ball and dip it like that, and then I clean my makeup off and tone my skin. This toner is great as a basis for other toners. So let's say you want it to do a little bit more. So if you want it to be more moisturizing, you could just add glycerin, aloe vera powder, sodium PCA. You could add provitamin B5 to it. Or if you want to get even more advanced, you could put in coffee extract or bamboo extract. The options are endless. The only thing to note is that if you start adding things to this formula and it's not a hydrosol that's already properly preserved, you'll want to add additional preservative to it. So you'll want to get some lucidal liquid to add to the formula or another preservative of choice. You don't have to for this formula because the hydrosols are already properly preserved. But like I said, if you're adding another ingredient that's not preserved, you will need to add an additional preservative on top of that. Now, if you don't want to get that complicated, but you still want to add to the formula, you can just add other hydrosols that are preserved with lucidal liquid. You could add cucumber hydrosol or chamomile hydrosol or orange blossom hydrosol. The options are endless out there. So that's another thing you can do just to take another step into that direction of starting to formulate your own skincare products at home. So this is great as a base if you want to experiment more and get into the more complicated realm of making toners. This little toner right here proves that your skincare doesn't have to be super complicated. Measure and mix, and you have yourself an all-in-one toner that is natural, effective, and tailored to your skin. I know this was ridiculously easy, but I wanted to start out with something simple that anyone can make at home. I have been making a lot of my own kitchen skincare and hair care since 2012. So please let me know if there is something more complicated that you want to learn how to make at home. Conditioners, chapstick, body cream, stuff like that. If you want to know how to make something a little more complicated like that, please let me know in the comments what that product is and I will do a video on it. It's super easy, honestly, to make this stuff in the kitchen and budget friendly on top of that, so it will save you money in the long run. Not only is making your own kitchen skincare and hair care budget friendly, but it's really fun and rewarding to know that you can just whip up whatever type of a product you can dream of right here in your kitchen. So I hope this helped. Have a great day. Bye.